Okay, how to manage material and spiritual life. Actually, this is one of the most frequently asked questions. Both congregation and university students and young men already working at good jobs, they ask this question. It's one of the most common questions that I'm asked. How do you balance material and spiritual? The answer is, that's why we recommend that young men, while they have the opportunity before they get married, because most of the young men will get married, very few, 1/2 of 1%, will desire to move into an ashram and become a monk. It's not so easy, you know. In the beginning, it may be a little more austerity than most young men are willing to undergo. But for those few who can take up that spiritual life, then they can do like that. But in this case, rephrase the question, please.
How to balance material and spiritual life?
Yes. So, how to have spiritual life and material life while simultaneously? That upbringing, education and spirituality is necessary, regardless of whether you're going to become a monk or get married. You see, so the training is there to rise early in the morning, take rest early. They say early to rest, early to rise. It makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. What we say is, well, we can't guarantee the wealth part of it, but we can guarantee the wisdom part of it. And the health is good, according to Ayurveda. Rising early in the morning is also very good. So, rising early in the morning, chanting on the beads, japa meditation is recommended. Keeping oneself surrounded by pictures of Krishna in the workplace, unless the boss is very demoniac. On the workplace, many people have a stall, you know, a kind of a box that they work in, their work booth, and maybe they have their computer there and they do their work, or maybe they do phone work. At least there must be pictures of Krishna, Radha and Krishna, picture of Prabhupada. Why not? The Christians proudly have a picture of Christ. The Muslims proudly have their religious symbols, you know. Why so-called Hindus should not have. And among top of the Hindus is the Vaishnavas, should be keeping pictures of Radha and Krishna and of the pure saint, our Srila Prabhupada, who's the founder of ISKCON Society. They should keep in the workplace those pictures. Whenever possible, they should listen on MP3 player. If students are not in class, they should have the MP3 player and listen to bhajan or lectures. Immediately, or as soon as they're not in class, immediately they should get in the habit of putting on the earphones and listening to bhajan and kirtan. You know, at home, they should listen to bhajan and kirtan on the earphones. At home, if their parents are non-devotees, they must go to their room for all spiritual practices. You cannot compete with the television. Television is the destroyer of spiritual life. Sell the television is what we advise. Sell it. You can get some money for it. And so you can't sit in the television and in front of the television and chant japa. You know, you can't do that, you know. So you have to be able to carry out your spiritual life privately behind closed doors if the family are non-devotees, and usually the blah 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 blah, and now blah 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 blah, bye no, you need, you know, this is television, you know, blah 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 blah, and that kind of vibration is a disaster. You can't have spiritual life around that. There's no way. So we recommend you have to go to the side room, close the door, you know, and hopefully if you have your own room, that's great. If you don't, hopefully your brother is not a demoniac or an envious. This also happens sometimes. And then you have to find someplace, a park or library, somewhere you can peacefully chant, you see. And so always hearing transcendental sound, bhajan, kirtan, listening to lectures, staying surrounded by pictures of Krishna, offering agarbatis, incense, you know, offering flowers. The Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Patram puspam phalam toyam moyam jome bhakti prachati. Just offer me with a love and devotion a fruit, a flower, leaf, or water, and I will accept it. So you want to please God, it is not very difficult. Offer some incense, offer some water, offer some fruits, some flowers. It is not very difficult. And deities at home, we recommend that everyone should have deities at home. Gaurnitai or Jagannath Baladeva Subhadra. Radha Krishna deities, that is more advanced level. But Jagannath Baladeva Subhadra, they are very liberal. They will tolerate all kinds of offenses and shortcomings, you know. Whereas Radha Krishna is supposed to be stricter, standard. Well, these are the primary items that are required for having a spiritual life, a material life, side by side. Will of the Lord.